Testing 1 2 3, testing 1 2 3, testing 1 2 3, testing 1 2 3. What's really good, LeSBP Trading, Familia, Buenos Dias, Bonjour, Bon dia, Salbona, Guten Abend, Kumbawa, Masakea, up top. Thank y'all for tuning in. So we got some late night Sesh trading here. I won't be staying on too long. It'll probably be kind of the same as what we usually do, maybe about an hour. I don't usually trade at night. This is very different for me, so please bear with me. Yeah, it's very interesting. Let's see today. All right, cool. We got that up. We got this up. This won't come back up more until later tonight, so maybe like 2100. All right, so yeah, we'll probably run until 2100. That way I can at least do the recap within this session. And we'll see what happens. All right, so going from here, we have today was kind of going to do the recap as well. So today was June 20, or today is June 24th. We have Fed Chair Powell testifying at 10 a.m. That news came out. Tomorrow we also have Fed Chair Powell testifying at 10 a.m., which is on June 25th. We had a normal day, a losing day. So today we lost about 420. That's included with the commissions. The trades weren't horrible. We actually got, I won't say we got lucky, but I guess the simple thing here is, I don't know how that happened. The simple thing here is the fact that, a lot of the trades stop losses were really, really small, which was fantastic because had we taken 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 trades like this, where, wait a minute, are we in 6 contracts? That's interesting. Okay. Had we taken, bigger, uh, bigger stop losses, like kind of like how the one we are now, where it's a 10 pip stop loss each time, that's $200-300 each time. In this case, we had a lot of 2.5, 2 pip, 3 pip kind of stop losses. I think the highest one today was actually like 4.5, other than this one that we're currently in. So it's a really interesting day. This hasn't reflected yet because we have taken those losses. So this has went down. It hasn't reflected yet. I believe we're somewhere around like 500, maybe a little bit above 4. But we haven't broken any rules. We should be doing good. And when this does come up at roughly 2100, I'll refresh this and show that to you all. So today we were looking for some downside. Now I kind of messed up because I ended up buying, and I didn't like to buy. I definitely said it here. I said don't like this trade because we're taking a buy at a very high position, overextended, but if it's confluence, what can you do? I guess the only thing, a good thing here is the stop loss is quite small. All-time highs are about 20 pips away, so our only hope is if price is attracted to that, I of course would be more comfortable selling. So all day I kind of wanted to sell with this trade when we were supposed to, resulting in a loss. And that's because I was chasing, the sell. I wanted to sell more than a buy position. I'm not gonna lie to you all. I really, really, really wanted sell positions instead of buy positions. But once again, I try to take, what the market is giving me. And in my head, okay, I'm just making sure we only got that one because sometimes I'll be leaving trades up. But I really only wanted sell positions, but for some odd reason, we got a boatload of buy positions today when we really didn't need to. And we end up taking those just as well as the sell positions. Let me get this over here. There we go. Thank you. Jesus. Sorry, the little task bar was like bothering me. But either way, so you get what I'm saying. So we ended up with a lot of different trades that we probably shouldn't have been into. I wanted to look for sell side, and I think I was going to explain exactly, what we're kind of looking for and stuff like that. So if I go up to the 1 hour time frame, I've currently been looking at using like the highs and the lows of the market, and the idea here is to use that high or whatever the most recent high is, and in hopes that we kind of move away from that high. I know it sounds kind of silly, but it's, to me, I feel like it's kind of the same or similar to like using support resistance and stuff like that. So it worked out pretty well on Monday, which was yesterday. And we took a buy position, hoping that it moved away from this higher low, basically, and it shot up, gave us good 50 pips. I only took 31.6 out of that, I think it was. So it gave us a pretty decent position from there. So now we're just basically trying to look at if it's going to do the same or similar thing basically here, trying to kind of sell off. Now, our all-time high is literally just right here. It is literally really close. If you look at it from currently where we're at to where it is, only like 20 pips. So we could be trying to reach for all-time highs. We have a lot of stuff coming out other than just red folder news. We've got that whole war thing going on, the bombings, all that crap. So it is a lot of stuff kind of going on right now. And we're not, quite sure, where the market's going to be pushed. So we just have to kind of ride with it and see. But as for right now, we're just looking at this. We're trying to see if we can get a good trade here. The idea here is to, when we have a position that is going away from a high or going away from a low, if we get into a position like, for instance, here, where we're looking for sells because it's going away from that high, we're then looking for 50 pips. My normal trades would only be 10 pips. So if you look at some of the trades that I took yesterday, and I apologize for any kind of, I feel like the computer's moving really slow, so I'm not really sure if it's me or if it's just computer, but yeah, so if you look at some of the trades we took yesterday, we had sell positions, but we decided only to take 10 pips from those sell positions because we wanted to move away from those lows. We wanted to move away from that higher low. So when we got a buy position, it was, okay, now we can try to take a big trade in this sense. So the same difference is here, except for we're going the opposite direction. Instead of trying to buy, we're trying to sell away from this highest high position currently right now. And we're hoping that price, wants to run away sort of from this all-time high. Now, could be possible that we end up just losing the trade and we'll have to wait again until tomorrow. I only do one trade in the night, and I just recently started that, so I'm not going to do any more than this one trade overnight. But if and when by time this won't, there won't be any other trades after this because I only trade up to 8. But if and when this trade, if it loses, then that's it. We'll work on it tomorrow and see what we can get. But as for now, going into, I guess, what is Sydney and possibly Asian session, we're just trying to look for a sell position. So either way, I don't want to talk myself into a hole here. I talk quite a lot, so we're just gonna sit here, wait for the trade to play out. We do have a pretty decent size stop loss. It's 10 pips. So if we lose this, that is about $300, maybe $305. And we'll see, what we can get. If it loses, that's it. If it wins or continues to go down, we could see a possibility of about $1,500. That's what we're shooting for, $1,500. So pretty good risk reward ratio. But of course, the higher your risk reward, the less likely you are to win that trade. So we'll see how it works. If you got any questions, let me know. I'm gonna go silent for a little bit. I'm not really doing anything, so I'll just be sitting here in front of the computer. But I'll go silent for a little bit, so I'm not just talking y'all to death. And yeah, let me know if you have any questions. That's about it. Nope. YouTube. So for right now, we're just gonna look at it on the 1 hour. It's not that I don't like looking at it on the 1 minute. I don't have any kind of like problem with staring at it on the 1 minute, but at the same time, it's just like, ugh, like watching it kind of go up and down and up and down. Um, you start to sit here and stare at it, kind of for no reason. So I'm just gonna leave it on the 1 hour. That way, if it loses, it loses. If it wins, fantastic. But we're just gonna look at it here on the 1 hour. I'm gonna set my buy limit so that it can be in place if it does want to move down. If it doesn't, we'll cancel it, of course. If it stops us out. So we'll look at the 1 hour and we'll just concentrate on this for right now. That way I'm not just sitting here looking at that 1 minute, because staring at that shit sometimes, it just irks my nerves. So, all right, y'all. All right, trade's looking really slow. I mean, kind of what I expect overnight, to be honest. Um, the only reason why I've doing this is because I back tested it, but we'll see if it works. All right, for anybody who's joining, we're currently in a MES or S&P 500 trade. Sell position. Basically, all we're looking for here is for it to kind of run away from the high that it made today during the New York session. I'm not a very excitable trader, so you won't see me, talking a lot. I will come back on, talk a little bit, jump back off, talk a little bit, stuff like that. But for the most part, my trading style is really boring. Um, so I do apologize if you're looking for more than that. But yeah, for me, that's really about it, bro. I get on, trade, get off. That's really about it. So we'll be on till about 9 o'clock. If you got any advice or criticisms, as long as it's respectable, I don't mind. You know what I mean? So throw it at me. Let me know. That's really about it. If not, I will be sitting here playing some Call of Duty while I trade. That's really about it. I wish I could share the Call of Duty with y'all, but
Y'all saw how quick that trade was. The trend will be our.
all right. Trying to go to my live so I can write a comment real quick. How the fuck? No, come on, bro. Come on now. All right, so just so y'all know, what I was doing there was making sure that I have my TP alert set up, just in case it went 10 pips into profit. Now, the profit isn't 10 pips in the profit on this particular trade. It's on the previous trade to the market close. So I think technically that's only about 5 or 6 pips in profit here. Yeah, a little bit less than 7, so maybe 7 pips, because we were able to take a 3 pip profit before the close. If you don't know, I am taking the trading challenge with Take Profit Trader, so you cannot leave your trades open basically throughout market closing. You have to close that trade before market close, and then you can literally reopen again. So all I did was reopen the trade right after the market opened. It didn't go into effect until about the end of 7 o'clock. That's the end of the 7 o'clock hourly candle. Um, but other than that, that's really about it. That's all I was doing. All right, y'all. It is 9 o'clock. As for right now, nothing really happening too much on the market. It is slow to move, which is, to me, like I said, which is expected. Very slow to move. This is an overnight trade, so it's probably going to take a little bit longer. My idea here is to hopefully get anywhere between, about 30 pip movement overnight. We'll see what it gives us. Once again, we're kind of trying to get it to run away from those all-time highs. If I can actually go all the way back over here. So these are all-time highs that we're basically teetering from. We're close as hell to that. So let me see. That is this one. Is this what was on? Don't need that in there. We're really close to that. So as you can see, it's not more than like 20 pips away. So I'm hoping that we run away from those all-time highs. That's the idea that I have. Just going for 50 pips, nothing too crazy, or 47 because we already got 3 pips out of that first trade. Had to close it before the market closed out at 1700. But yeah, we got 3 pips out of that. The idea here is to just take the rest of this 47 and try to see what we can get. I will be back on first thing in the morning. I usually try to tough it out and get in, anywhere between 9:20 to 9:30. Sad part is, usually I have a lot of crap to do in the morning. I didn't realize how much stuff I usually have to do in the morning, whether it be meetings for my 9 to 5 or doing something with the children or, like something. It's always something. But I will try to be here as on time as possible. If not by 9:30, then we will probably end up starting a little bit late. But usually I try to post when I'm going to be late. So for right now, we'll try to hold out between 9:20 and 9:30. I'll see y'all tomorrow. Appreciate it. Hopefully y'all have a good night, all that great stuff, and we'll see where this trade goes, man. I'll do a little recap on the live stream in the morning, depending on whatever time I get on. All right, thanks. Peace.